The X Factor is a television music competition created by Simon Cowell in 2004. The competition aims to make people's dreams come true by taking them from their everyday lives and transforming them into pop stars. The competition consists of numerous stages including auditions, bootcamp, judges' houses and the live shows. The preferred reading of the show is that anyone can enter and become successful, and the show is seen as a good way to achieve something within the music industry. There are many auditions shown on TV where the acts are seen to have little to no talent, which gives the audience watching at home a sense of depthlessness. They believe that anyone has the opportunity to enter and audition in front of the judges, when in reality there are many stages prior to this. Those with minimal talent are put through for entertainment purposes only, to make the television show more enjoyable for the audience at home. The intended audience of the show is younger people and families. This is partly due to the time that it is shown on TV, as it airs around 8 PM on a Saturday night, which is primetime television hours in the UK, meaning that the content of the show is suitable for all ages, including children. The aim of the show is to win the competition, to earn the reward, which is a record deal and the release of a single, immediately after the show finishes. These prizes act as an object of desire for the contestants. The show promotes the belief that with hard work anyone can become successful and rich, as we see the eventual winner develop a typical rags to riches story. All this makes the audience buy into the dominant ideology of our capitalist society, and even inspires the next generation to go down the same route by promoting the competition as being a pathway to success and happiness. They see how successful some of their idols have become and want this success for themselves. However, the younger generation could face a loss of reality from a young age, as they do not see the alternative reading of the show and buy into its preferred reading. The ideology that we for you, we rule you is evident, as the producers are fooling the audience at home because of the way they select the people who audition. However, they make the audience believe that anyone can be on the show. Production companies want to maximise their profits by creating a connection between the audience and the contestants. This is done through the ability to vote for who progresses on to the next round, through competitions to win prizes including money and holidays, and exposing the vulnerable side of the contestants by introducing their emotional stories. These stories grab the attention of the audience and allow them to relate to certain contestants, so they constantly support them throughout the competition. The variety talent show Britain's Got Talent follows a similar structure to the X Factor, holding auditions in front of a live studio audience and having multiple stages before the live shows. Simon Brodkin, a prankster from the UK, wanted to target Britain's Got Talent as he believed that you do not need a talent to get through to the auditions in front of the judges. He said, "All you've got to do is give them a good sob story." He decided to go on the show undercover to try and get 4 yeses from the judges. He chose to dress as an Orthodox Jewish rapper and managed to get through to audition in front of the judges in January 2016. The first stage of the process was the open auditions in front of hundreds of producers. There were multiple cameras around asking for interviews, and the contestants were given numbers, not names. 10 days later, Simon had a phone call from Britain's Got Talent saying they liked his audition and they requested him to send a video of a second rap. He decided to write a cliché rap about Great Britain, the greatest nation on earth, with some of the lyrics being, "I'm so proud of this red, white and blue."
I'm so proud of this red, white and blue, yes!
Several weeks later, of phone calls and video calls from the producers, they emailed him a 13-page questionnaire including questions such as, "What do you hope to get out of Britain's Got Talent?" and "Do you have any other hobbies?" This is where they also gather any information about any stories or history of the contestants. Simon said he was a carer for his dad after his mother passed away. This was the perfect sob story that the producers wanted. Simon then received an email stating that he had an audition in front of the judges. After his audition of the very patriotic rap about Great Britain, he received 4 yeses from the judges. They loved it and gave him massive compliments. After his audition, he was then asked into a further 2 interviews. This is where executive producers gathered round him and asked if he was Simon Brodkin. He denied that it was him, but then they went back to look at previous interviews to realise it was. He made national news, however proved his point on how talent shows are put together, fake, and you need to be a certain type of person to get through to the auditions. Open auditions, video auditions and questionnaires are all hidden from the public eye. The show makes it appear that the auditions in front of the judges is the first step. However, we know from Simon Brodkin's story that it is not. The main aim of the show The X Factor is to gain success within the music industry. However, by entering the show, an immediate fiction is created about the person auditioning in order to engage the audience. There is a high rate of exploitation within the show. However, this is somewhat oblivious to the target audience. Therefore, there is a clear representation of false consciousness, as individuals are unable to see this exploitation due to their love for the show. Due to the ideology behind the competition, people watching the show have been conditioned to believe the X Factor's preferred reading.